I'm recording this in the middle of the night, so I'm hoping that I don't get so heated that I just start fucking screaming. But at the same time, this subject, irks me to my fucking bones, man. Reaction style content is a pretty popular genre of content creation on the internet. You see it literally all over the place at this point, from long form YouTube videos to TikTok shorts, Twitch live streams, etc. Basically, if the platform can host a video, you're probably going to find reaction style content somewhere on that platform, right? Many people view reaction style content in a variety of ways, right? Some people like reaction content because it means that they don't actively have to view the content of the problematic creator that the person is reviewing or reacting to. So you don't have to like support them monetarily through your views on, their own channel. These types of viewers are generally like nosy people like me. That's where I fall into the spectrum. I just want to know what's going on all the time. The second group of people that have like opinions on reaction style content is that they kind of view it as lazy content, right? As it involves you watching someone else's content and, as the name would suggest, you react to it. I feel one reason reaction creators started getting deemed as lazy is that so many people kind of thought that this kind of content would be really easy and fast to produce, and that often leads to them forgetting to actually be entertaining with their reactions. Simply put, I've seen way too many reaction videos of things in which it's just someone staring very blankly into the camera and not doing or saying anything. Just as there are differing opinions on the overall reception of reaction style content, there's also different types of people making reaction videos. I already mentioned the type of creators who soullessly stare into the camera, but as problematic as those types of creators are, there's also another type of problematic reactor, and those are the people that don't credit the original content that they're reacting to, or even going out of their way to making sure that they can't. Hey there, I'm here to interrupt your regularly scheduled entertainment. Despite the long intro, I kind of want to make this video a little more brief, maybe, hopefully. Basically, if you, like me, peruse reaction style content, shout out to the Gorevorce babes, you might have heard about the creators called Sniperwolf and Jacksfilms. Yes, I know they're probably known for other shit, but I'm not in the loop for a lot of stuff, so forgive me for not knowing what they were doing prior to all of this stuff, right? But basically, Sniperwolf lately has been doing reaction style content from what I've seen using like TikTok videos or meta reels, right? While her reactions are pretty subpar in terms of quality of entertainment for me, she isn't just one of those soulless couch potatoes as I've seen with many like anime reaction channels, right? The issue isn't per se her reactions, because while I don't view them as entertaining, I do acknowledge that there's a little bit of reaction there, right? Where her content could potentially fall into fair use in terms of being transformative, like, to a degree. I know a lot of people might argue that, but that's more of an opinion, in my opinion, you know? Where Sniperwolf seems to run into many problems, both in the legality sense as well as the ethical sense, is that she's been shown to purposely alter the videos that she reacts to in order to hide the watermarks of the original content creators. And more so than that, just overall not crediting those creators even after she is called out for the issue. Which, as an artist, I see this kind of shit literally all the time in my own community. And honestly, it sucks when someone takes your content, erases you from it, and then reposts it for tons more people to see, and you're just sitting there with your thumb up your ass wondering why you should even bother making content to begin with, right? It's especially painful, like at least for me as an artist, when you see all the adoration and praise come for your work and how people genuinely just love it, only for you to like not get any of that positive attention personally because someone else decided just not to credit you. It's the perfect example, to me at least, of how many of you aren't the issue, but rather building an audience is just hard and algorithms suck. Which I imagine for the content creators that Sniperwolf is lifting from, they probably generally feel that same way. Especially because I did see that she reacts to like a variety of different kind of videos and not just things that were like already viral to begin with. Now with the knowledge that Sniperwolf is problematic as a reaction creator in that regard, how does the other content creator Jacksfilms play into this? Well, for a while now, since I've been getting recommended more and more reaction content creators, I've seen that Jacksfilms is a big contributor to calling out Sniperwolf for her stealing content from other creators, and during his live streams, he even seems to like help or encourage the original content creators in reporting what Sniperwolf is doing. This has led to a few of the original creators being able to get those sections of Sniperwolf's videos altered, or even those videos being taken down and removed, copyright striked altogether, whatever, right? Which, yeah, as a commentary type channel sometimes, I can understand how some people within the commentary space might make arguments about fair use and how they shouldn't be trying to strike her channel because transformative, blah, 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 blah. But the reality is that there's a big difference between being a commentary type channel addressing popular topics or trending people, and a reaction style creator purposely cropping out usernames in order to keep the attention on themselves only. I do side with the people frustrated that their content is not being properly credited, because like I said, as an artist, happens to me all the time, happens to tons of artists all the time, so I can understand the frustration. As you can imagine, with so many people calling her out and even taking action against her to alter or delete her videos, Sniperwolf is not too happy with all of these things going on, especially because it is pretty easy, in my opinion, to be deplatformed from YouTube by using the copyright strike system. And since Jacksfilms is a pretty big name urging people to take action against Sniperwolf for stealing content, she obviously is not too happy with him as an individual, which is how we kind of got to this point. In retaliation, Sniperwolf doxed Jacksfilms by physically going to his house, taking a photo of his house, and then uploading it to her 5 million followers on Instagram.
What are you, fucking stupid? Huh?
Yes, you heard all of that correctly. Which I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to know that that shit is extremely dangerous. Do you have any idea how often people are stalked, harassed, threatened, swatted, and even physically harmed because they were doxed? Content creators frequently have their homes broken into, and some have even straight up been fucking murdered because just their city that they live in gets leaked, let alone their actual house. She posted in retaliation to this dox by stating that she didn't have any ill intentions and this wasn't threatening him, but with the beforehand knowledge that I mentioned that A, she has 5 million followers on Instagram alone, and B, that people have been actually fucking murdered due to doxing. There's no way that this wasn't ill intentions on her part, posting the photo of his actual fucking house. There's no way that this wasn't a threat to his safety and his family's safety. This isn't drama to pay the bills. This is a situation in which the police need to be notified and a gun is on your bedside table for the inevitable Sniperwolf hyperstands who are going to use this as an incentive to get revenge for their uwu internet waifu. And wilder yet is that there are people defending Sniperwolf's decision to post Jacksfilms' house on her Instagram, stating actual nonsense reasoning like, but he uploads a lot of videos about her. So fucking what? What goes on in the internet, unless it's actively going to cause physical harm to someone, needs to stay on the fucking internet. Sniperwolf, in her aftermath post for the docs, says that she just wanted to talk to him, and even this account here that I show screenshots for is trying to justify the doc, saying that he was too scared to talk to her face to face. Listen. If you want to hash things out face to face with someone, you don't just roll up to their house in the middle of the fucking night unprompted and uninvited. This dude didn't steal your dog. He didn't punch your mom in the mouth. He uploads critical videos of you online. If you really just wanted to talk it out face to face, send him a fucking message. You already state that he sends you DMs apparently, what's the problem there? Message him a public location like Starbucks or Barnes & Noble or somewhere else that you guys can talk it out, and do it at normal human hours of daylight. Showing up to someone's house in the middle of the fucking night to cause conflict, where I live at least, gets you shot at. This shit is so dangerous for both Jacksfilms, since he's the one that got doxed, and Sniperwolf herself, because you don't know how someone's going to react to you randomly showing up to their house, like an actual stranger's house in the middle of the night. I swear, the more followers that you have online, the less common sense you have in real life, it seems. Another argument I saw that Sniperwolf was getting mean DMs, which again, not an excuse to dox anyone. Block and move on with your life. If the DMs are especially bad, like you think this person's going to like come after you or something, personally, do something, like report to the authorities or whatever you need to do. And by extension, if you are so worried about people being mean or crazy in your DMs, you should just know how much more worse those types of people are when you, I don't know, man, post pictures of someone's actual house for your fans who already dislike that person because you dislike them, for your fans to see and potentially go to? Again, rub those 2 remaining brain cells together, honey. I know it's difficult, but I swear you don't actually lose your remaining brain cells until you have at least 10 million followers. So there's still time left for you. People who aren't morons and know the severity that a dox can be are calling for action to be taken against Sniperwolf now, especially calling for the attention of YouTube to try to get something done to her platform over this. Which, like, honestly, I'm not really too sure, like, what good that's going to do for YouTube to, like, step in, but since this is a very real legal issue, I do believe that Jacksfilms himself needs to file a restraining order against her, at the very least, to prevent her from trying to, like, show up to his house again unprompted like this. Because, again, this is dangerous. Unfortunately, when it comes to, like, online spaces, I think regardless of, like, if YouTube or any other platform really takes action against her, she does ultimately have, at bare minimum, 5 million followers, because we know that knowledge from Instagram, and I'm not like, gonna look up all of her other platforms, right? But, she will inevitably find a way to have a career online, even if she does have to, like, jump between websites to do so. But honestly, with this kind of behavior, she definitely just doesn't deserve to have the kind of influence that she does, because she's proven without a shadow of a doubt at this point that she is incredibly irresponsible with the power that she holds. And it's just made worse by her doubling down and even having people defend her actions because, boo-hoo, a boy said mean things about her on the interwebs.
Stop it. Get some help.
This shit is just so fucking childish and is going to get someone hurt. And anyone who disagrees with that is frankly a fucking moron. This is Minji signing off until next time.